Who's Dwayne closing with?
My friend, Bonzami.
Oh, I could only hear myself in one
Who is Dwayne closing with?
headset. Monzami.
Bonzami?
Who's that?
Skinny jean.
Oh.
I wanna see your skinny jean. Show me your skinny jean. Oh, my friend. My friend. Oh, my friend. My friend.
This is normal.
Oh, my friend.
You're scaring me.
Hey girl, don't you be scared of me. I'm just making up a song about my friend Monzami.
What's up, interweb? It's me, Andy, aka Android, and welcome to episode 25 of the Spooncast, where 3 or more of your fellow spoons come together to discuss any topic ranging from games, movies, and anything nerd culture. Joining me today, to my left, the Puerto Rican Badger
What's going on, y'all?
with the Green Lantern badge.
Green Lantern badge.
Yes. And to his left, making a cameo.
I see what you did there.
Cameo.
Hi
Welcome
guys.
back.
Nice to see you again.
I think it was episode.
Also known as My the Wife.
I love it. I was gonna
I'm the wife.
nod you to be like, hey, do it anyway.
And
Something
to
reading my
her left, none other than All Day J, the Party People.
Party people.
You were supposed to say Party People. It's cool.
I'm sorry.
We'll edit that
I
part
apologize.
out.
We'll voice over it later.
If you can just call me later and say Party People,
You see-
and then I'll put it into that.
You see Andy just be like, Party people.
We'll know what
I
happened.
may just do that, just because.
That'd be so fucking funny.
I'll come back for the voice acting.
Okay, perfect.
No worries.
We're gonna need a reshoot.
Black Ops.
I'm excited for Black Ops. This Black Ops 4 that's coming out, they said that it's gonna be set in between. It's in 2020, in between Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, like a side story of what happened in that time frame. So
Would
I'm
it be considered a spin-off?
I don't think it's a spin-off, because it's just one big franchise. A spin-off would be like,
True.
you know, if they did like something like
Another
zombies.
character from that,
Yeah.
and then they did it based on that character.
Yeah. So I'm excited actually, and a lot of people with the new World War II is like 50-50. A lot of people were really sad that it was boots on ground
Yeah.
again, and a lot of people were really happy that it was boots on ground. Me, I don't give a damn. Like, I just like to shoot. I don't care if I'm flying through the air, running straight. As long as I'm
Yeah, I mean that's a. I mean, if you're really into games, it shouldn't matter what it is. It's like it's just a different way of playing it.
Yeah.
So the fact that if you're not happy about it not being, you know, the same old thing, then that's kind of what
Yeah.
what's
It's
the
a
point of coming
different.
with a new
It's
game?
a different game.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's not supposed to be necessarily.
So
the same.
I
Aren't
myself,
they all the same?
no,
They seem the same.
they don't.
All of them.
Forward all fan mail.
All she hears. All she hears.
That's all I
hear.
know. I specifically bought the platinum headphones so I wouldn't have to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of females complaining about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't like when I got care packages.
I hate care packages and enemy. What is it?
UAVs.
I really don't like them.
Also, enemy UIs. That's a serious thing that people don't talk about enough.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what that is.
Me
to be
neither, but
honest
you
with
said
you.
yeah.
Just nod your head yes.
Do you
and agree
remember
with
that one time when there was enemy UAVs in our neighborhood?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. You can edit that out too. That was an inside joke.
Edit out inside joke.
Oh, no, leave it in and they just put inside joke.
Inside joke. Like a spoiler alert.
Yeah. Like news flash. You know how like you use the new thing? The news thing? Like news flash. Inside joke.
School.
Nah.
So when does this game come out, sir?
October 17th. Which everybody's like baffled about it because Normally they come out in November.
First week of November for Lewis' birthday.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to buy him a gift.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? This one comes out October 17th, and I'm excited. And I think it's coming out earlier because they've had 2 years to work on it. They've been working on it since they dropped Black Ops 3. So they had 2 years. That's probably the,
2
the
years.
longest.
Yeah, but nowadays, 2 years is basically what it takes to make a game. With all the
No, hell no, bro. They send out Call of Duties. They have a new one every year.
Right, but they're not working on it like it's different. Isn't it different?
Two different companies.
Yeah, we switch back and forth.
It's
Yeah,
like
but
Infinity
normally
War and another one.
They do like a year.
Treyarch, is
Yeah,
it?
Treyarch. It's like they do like a year to set it up. They set it to you halfway done, and throughout the year
They add updates.
They give a bunch of updates. You know what I'm saying? Like Black Ops had so many. Black Ops 3 had so many fucking updates, it's retarded. But the finished product, I feel right now out of all the Call of Duties, Black Ops is the closest thing to a perfect game. Like that game is perfect, and it has the option if you want to do, you know, flying and boosting or boots on the ground, either or. You can play either way, and it's amazing. But they just got this new mode of playing on World War II. It's called Prop Hunt. It's the funniest thing in the world. It is, you turn yourself, it's like hide and go seek. So you have a team with guns that are trying to kill you, and then the other team is, you get turned into a prop. Like, you know, like you'll be a bottle.
Yeah,
And then you got
just any prop.
place yourself in a, you know, unconspicuous way. So if you're running and you're in the office and you see a fucking pail of hay, of course you're gonna shoot it. So, but that's the funny thing about it. How can you position yourself and not being conspicuous? There's other guys, such as myself, that I like to live dangerously. So what I do instead of just like posting up and just waiting to see if they find me, no, I go find them and I go behind them. So as you're walking, because you can only see forward, you can't see back, I'm behind you. And when you turn, I just turn.
No way. Well, your secret's all given up now, so you're never going to be able to pull that off
Now you
again.
But
know.
don't trust me.
Look behind you.
Yeah.
Iron Boy,
3.
RG4L,
Yeah, well, it's all
MVPR.
He's behind you. Look back now.
Right behind you.
over. Right there. Look over your shoulder.
So could the release date being moved back to October have something to do with the previous releases having to be too clustered up with other first-person shooters, such as Battlefield? What was the other one that came out?
Fall.
Titanfall.
Yeah.
There
But
was something
Titanfall
else.
didn't really go nowhere. Titanfall was like, honestly, I feel like Titanfall was, the game was too advanced and it's too good for what it was. Because when Titanfall came out, there was a war between, you know, fanboys of Call of Duty and fanboys of Battlefield. And that shit, like, Battlefield and Call of Duty are two different games. And when they put in, when they made Titanfall, it's literally a marriage of both games with mechs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I honestly, I really enjoyed that game.
But that's what I mean, because when that game came out, it was the Call of Duty World War II, right? That's when it came out. As
No.
Titanfall? Or
No, Titanfall came out with Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3. Okay.
Yeah, and,
So-
and that's the thing. They dropped it at the wrong time too. Because, granted, me personally, I felt it was a good game, but the reason why it got bad, backlash, is because it was first it was Xbox original,
Yeah.
The first one.
and it didn't have a campaign, and a lot of people liked it. Even PlayStation, people was like, "Oh, that game's hot, that game's hot." But once that they threw out that it had no campaign, a lot of people backed out.
Yeah.
So when they make part 2, a lot of people really didn't care to even know that it did have a campaign. And yeah, man, but that's. I wish they would have went further with that game. I wish, because you only have like a
They stopped making Titanfall?
No, they make
No.
it, but it's like they don't upgrade to, they don't upgrade more and add more content and shit like that. Like you only got like the same, I think it's like 5 or 6 basic mechs. Like I wish you could like get more mechs, like unlock or build your own. Oh shit. That was a game I used to play when I was Armored Core. You ever played Armored Core?
No.
It was this game for PlayStation 1, or at least I played it for PlayStation 1. And it's like they had a whole bunch of pieces, like arms with launchers, arms with guns, and then you build your own robot with whatever pieces, whatever, armor.
Whatever you like you could just create your
Yeah.
own.
But at the same time, you got to be conscious of if you make him too heavy armored, he's
gonna
gonna
be
be
slow.
able to walk or fly too far, shit like that. But if you make him like light armor, he'll be more faster, but he can't take no damage. So you really had to like
You had to try to
balance
think
it out.
Yeah, you had to think about how you.
yeah. So that being said, bro, like that game at that time, because I was like 13, 14 in PlayStation 1, and that game was really good. So if they would have done something like that, but I also feel like they dropped that game at the wrong time, because you're not going to go a game that has not the best reputation versus Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Call of Duty's going to win.
people know Call of Duty.
Uh-huh. It's just crazy.
I think I was seeing here, I was looking up at the release dates, and also in October they released Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, then that's going to be.
But it's towards the end of the month.
Oh, okay. No, because if they came out the same week or the same day, I would. Oh no, I think I would give that one to Red Dead Redemption, because there's a lot of people waiting for that
man,
game.
it's so many. It's
A
insane.
lot of people. And I didn't think that game was that good. Then again, it's open world.
I don't like open world games.
Have you played Horizon?
I'm not a video game player. I just said that just to feel relevant.
All right. So what's the next topic?
So I started watching Jessica Jones. I am probably more than halfway through it.
We've completed Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I did too.
Your thoughts? I really liked it. I don't know what people are talking about.
What did I tell you? What did I
I
tell you?
enjoyed it.
What did I tell you?
I can't
Yeah.
complain.
I said I liked it, right?
Yeah.
I told you I
liked
liked it.
I liked
Well,
it.
you said you were iffy.
No,
on it.
I said
Now,
I liked it, but I didn't like the
I
Whizzer.
also kept in mind that I knew it was not going to be better than Kilgrave season 1.
Kilgrave
because
was
there's no way it was
awesome.
going to be better
Yeah.
than
It
that.
was
No way.
awesome. The first
I
season one
feel-
was awesome.
All right. Now that I could say my piece, because last time I wanted to talk about it, but not everybody has seen it.
So we'll say spoilers, maybe.
No.
Spoiler
They
alert.
should already. Yeah, they should.
Spoiler alert.
All right,
Everybody
spoiler
should have
alert.
watched it by now.
Jessica
Listen,
Jones,
bro.
spoiler alert.
I feel that Jessica Jones backtrack. Like I felt like when
Literally
everything.
backtrack. Yes.
Yeah, but not in a good way. I feel that what happened in the first Jessica Jones,
Uh
and then what happened in Defenders,
huh. Uh huh.
put her in a place that she could probably move forward. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna have bullshit. You're always gonna have baggage. When she killed Kilgrave, I felt like she was like, all right, cool, like close a big chapter, because that's one of the main things that fucked with her a lot. The fact that they brought back her mom, I feel like that was just like they after Kilgrave, they didn't know what else to do, because that shit was so good that they're like, fuck it, let's just do something. You know, they felt like that was a good decision, but I felt like that was retarded. The whole going back and then her being still haunted by all her fucking baggage and bullshit.
I gotta disagree with you, because that's kind of the whole point of Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
She's a screwed up person. She's
Yeah.
got issues.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that they brought her mother back,
Yeah.
because she has issues. She hasn't worked through them. No matter if she killed him or not, she had issues before that. She needs to work through those issues.
And you don't know nothing about her. Like
But-
no one really. You don't really know about Jessica Jones. Like Jessica Jones doesn't
But
know
I'm gonna
about
be honest
Jessica
with
Jones.
you.
It's a little-
I said this the last time, that there's some characters that we don't really need to know the back.
The Whizzer.
stories.
I didn't really know the Whizzer.
Like
I didn't like that.
Like honestly, like for example, Batman, he has a very great background story, so everybody should know his
It was
background
really
story.
great.
But
Yeah.
not really.
His parents
I
died.
think-
But-
Boo hoo.
I think
There's
with,
other characters that don't have good backgrounds. Like honestly, I'm gonna give you one example: a villain. What's his name from SpiderMan? Scorpio. Scorpion's background story is the most retarded shit ever.
Mhm.
So I'm like, there's some people, and honestly, who gives a fuck about his background story? He's a cool ass villain, so I don't care. There's some people that I don't care the background story. There's some people that are like, oh, he's really cool. I want to know what, you know what I'm saying? And I felt that Jessica Jones is like, who gives a fuck about your background story? Like,
I did.
I
did
actually
too.
do as well, and I think
definitely
it's trying to pull in more female characters. Well, it's a lot more emotional this
Yeah.
season than last.
Well, not
So-
only that, I think it's also out of all of the ones in the Netflix Marvel, she's probably the one most relatable, because
The
it's
most
like,
absolutely
like you're saying,
why?
like,
Because she's a girl. They all have periods.
no,
because
because she's a real person.
yeah, because she's
She has
dealing with real
problems. She
shit.
deals with
Yeah.
real
They all
life,
do.
not just
Nah.
Yeah,
not just fighting.
She's in foster
super
care, just
villains.
like you were talking about your
Yeah.
friend. Like,
family problems,
Yeah.
drug.
She has
drug
no
abuse.
family.
Okay, she does have a family. She has Trish.
Yeah, but
she
it's
has
not.
the mother, Dorothy. She's got alcoholism. She's got drug problems. She's got the foster situation. Things that real people go through on a daily basis. Most people don't have superpowers. That's not 100%
But
relatable.
even then, like even her superpower really doesn't
No, it's
come
not.
through the show. Like you even forget sometimes. Like, oh yeah, she's a good
yeah.
show.
That's because along with the superpower, she's flawed.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean,
Yes.
she has a lot of flaws, and I like the fact that they delve into her flaws and like try to dig into like figure out, because she's got to figure that out along with being.
And that's part of her.
You know what I
it's
feel?
Part of her charm.
Yeah.
No, I feel that this
Even though she has
season.
superpowers, she's still a human.
How many episodes is it? Like 10? 8? Something like that?
It was a lot.
Like 12?
I think it was 10 episodes.
Whatever episode. I mean, it feels like it was a
9 or 10.
It was like a 10 episode flashback.
Well, that's what they're really trying to delve into her character more. That's what the whole season was about finding out more
But then,
about Jessica Jones'
But that's
past.
the thing, though. I don't like shows that go forward, then go back to go forward again.
You can't be everything that you like.
Yes, it can.
That's what
But
Game of
one
Thrones
show
is
that
what
did
Game of
that-
Thrones
disagree.
does. All of them do
because
that.
because for this it's necessary because she's
Not really.
just because
No, because you could keep moving forward, but give exposition of shit that happened before.
right, but it's not about you figuring. It's not the show's not saying, "Hey, look, this is her past." She's figuring out her past.
Yeah.
You're not
She-
watching
She doesn't
her
know.
past.
Yeah,
She's growing as a
She's the
person.
one that's
Yeah.
actually
And
trying to
that's
find out
important.
her past.
I don't know.
Because honestly,
I think-
if she continued without this, then she would just end up in the streets.
I think the
Like
only show.
what's his name, Hancock.
Well, everybody likes Hancock.
Nobody likes Hancock.
I like Hancock.
I mean, we like the movie, but nobody likes him
Right,
as a
as a
person.
person.
As a person, as an
I like him as a
individual.
person.
Nobody liked him.
I would have had a fucking drink of whiskey with him.
I would have. Never mind.
And I also
Anyway.
really also enjoyed the character Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm,
my
I think he's the
He was
best.
really- And
I'm surprised they made
When
this character.
Trish
I don't
is
want to
like-
say what happens at the end.
well, yeah, I haven't seen the
Spoiler.
final,
Yeah.
but the last episode I watched is when Trish is like, "Oh, here, just
Oh, by the
take
way,
it.
he dies.
Just take
That's
the
not true. Don't say that.
just she gives him the
pussy?
inhaler.
Yeah, they
Oh, I thought you meant the pussy.
And I'm like, no! I was
She
like,
did
what are
give
you
the
doing?
Oh, I was really upset about
Yeah.
that too. He just recovered.
I wasn't mad.
I was
like,
so mad.
I was like, what you need to do is hit that shit, get up, and hit that pussy.
He already
Well,
did.
I was happy. What I was happy was that he was able to overcome his demons.
Yeah.
That made me quite happy and satisfied with Malcolm as the character.
Yes.
Yeah, they actually made his character.
not
Like,
a-
I thought his character wasn't going to be that prevalent,
And neither did I.
and
I
it
did.
turned out to be pretty prevalent.
Listen, bro. Black crackheads matter.
Yes. Okay.
Edit. Don't let him
I'm not
say
gonna
racist
respond
shit on
to
the internet. Hey, don't let him say racist shit on the internet, Andy.
That wasn't racist.
Andy,
He was just a crackhead. This.
Deleted.
it was kind of both racist and crackish.
So clearly you didn't like it, Lewis.
I did.
I enjoyed it.
I did too.
I give it a thumbs
But I
up.
told you, remember when I said, Andrew, I always said, I
Yeah.
said I like it. There was stuff, like I thought the wizard part was a little corny. You know what I mean? I didn't like the way it looked when he was running. I
Yeah.
feel like they could have edited it a little
Yeah,
better.
that was.
Yeah,
They
it
could've
looked like they
chosen
just did it
something
fast
I
forward.
just thought it was very convenient. We have nothing else to give her after Kilgrave. Fuck it. Your mom's still alive. And you got away because your mama almost killed you. And we know that you're a weapon. But we're like, no, just go. Then Whizzer escaped. And how many other people escaped? Like, that is the worst security. Their
That happened
security.
to Logan too. The same thing
Exactly.
happened to
And that's
Logan.
what I'm about to say. I was like, that's the worse security than Logan. Like,
Well, this wasn't. It wasn't a place that they were holding people.
yeah, it was underground, like hospital, boom,
Yeah.
big ass hospital. But still, if you're gonna
But
be
they weren't
working with
prisoners.
people, hold people like they should have
They were
been.
running experiments on them.
Like Jessica Jones didn't escape. She was released.
She wasn't released. She got away.
She was released with papers.
That made no fucking sense.
Um,
Like why? Why you were in a hospital?
Because-
You're underground.
Did you
So
not watch the show?
let's give you
He
paper
doesn't, he doesn't do well with context clues.
I do very well with context clues. I can still understand the stupidity clues.
Never mind. I forgot. I lost my train of thought when I said
Gotcha.
To context, please.
Context clues.
So again, I mean, I would agree with you if this was a flashback
I don't.
story, but it
It's
wasn't.
It was.
Yeah.
It's not a flashback.
It was
story.
her finding her path.
It was
her past.
Yes, it was her rediscovering information that she never knew.
Right, she didn't know this information.
So it's not a flashback because it's
No.
happening in real time.
There was an episode that was a full flashback.
I
though.
mean-
and that one sucked even worse than the rest of the.
What do you mean? It literally shows
Just-
you why she's the way she is.
Yeah.
It's the catalyst of the whole
Yeah.
season. The flashbacks.
So you're trying to tell me that's catalytic?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
It's literally what she said.
She's saying it's a catalytic converter.
That's the way you did there.
You don't even know what that is.
It's part of a car, and it.
Oh, this guy is taking an L right now.
Muffler.
He doesn't know what it
It's
is.
part of your exhaust
Oh,
system. Thank you very much.
She knows what it
I don't
is.
know cars. Anyways, why don't we talk about the shows that I like?
I-
Sorry, pause.
Because you
No,
like.
I've never heard you guys talk about The Gifted or Legion.
Talk about it. Go ahead.
And
Yeah, because I've been wanting to watch.
I'm really
Legion.
excited for Legion to come back. I think
What
it's
is it on
actually
Hulu?
It's on FX,
it's on FX,
and I started watching it and I stopped.
and it's actually quite cool.
It's creepy. At
It's
first.
really creepy, but super hilarious.
How is it creepy?
Creepy because it's in his mind
Yeah.
and outside of his mind, and you see it from different perspectives. So you see it from the whole premise of the show is that he thinks he's crazy. He's in a mental hospital, but it just turns out that he's a mutant,
Yeah.
right?
And I didn't watch.
So he
the
has
whole
all
thing,
kind
so
of
I'm gonna go
powers.
back.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Season
Spoil
one
it.
was super crazy.
You saw the
and
whole
he
thing?
I saw the whole season one. He has all these powers that he thought he was crazy, and people made him to believe that he was crazy. They committed him,
And that was his
but
sister,
it was an
right?
actual.
Was that his sister or his girlfriend?
It was
His sister,
the
girlfriend.
sister.
He's like,
I know the girlfriend. I don't.
I'm gonna go back.
There was a sister and there was a girlfriend. So
maybe
right
they
now
were born.
it's kind of
both
muddy.
The same.
But
yeah.
yeah, you can edit
His
that
sister
part.
came.
They get muddy. This is dirty.
The point is that it lets you see it from all different kinds of angles. It's a really cool show. It's coming back soon. We can talk
And what
about
about The Gifted? What's that about?
The Gifted is
People that go
X-Men.
around giving gifts.
No, The Gifted is an X-Men show. It's a Marvel X-Men.
Is that the one
Is
where?
after-
Legion also
Is that the one that got
on
canceled?
It's Marvel, but it's not X-Men.
Is that the one that got canceled?
No, you're thinking
Gifted
of.
is not canceled. No. Agent
The one with
Carter.
the dog.
Agent Carter.
Yeah, what was the one with,
With
the
the
dog?
dog. It looks so stupid.
With the dog.
Yeah,
What
Yeah.
dog?
yeah.
He's
I know what
big.
you're
No,
talking
no
about.
clue. But
They look
The
trash.
Gifted is basically
Oh,
what happens
um,
after.
The in
Oh, the Inhumans.
Inhumans.
I haven't watched it.
that shit never even started.
Yeah.
But The Gifted is pretty cool. It's
I hope they.
they're
What channel does that
basically-
come on?
movies.
That's on Fox. They're hunting down mutants. So they have Sentinel services hunting down all
That
these
actually
mutants.
sounds good. Is that better
It's
than
actually-
Legion?
Legion is amazing.
I think
but
Cloak
it's
and Dagger
different
starts
because it's so
today,
much
too.
more adult.
Or tomorrow.
Legion is more adult.
You're right.
It's more crazy.
Yeah.
It's FX, and then you have Gifted on Fox.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah,
more
yeah,
mainstream.
Okay.
The Legion is completely out there
Yeah.
compared to the Gifted.
Okay. But
The-
Gifted is good.
Gifted is good. It's just there are characters that you don't know. These are new characters that you don't really know because this is after the fact. This is
Because you
after
don't know.
X-Men have been eliminated. This is Sentinel Services hunting down the remaining mutants, kids that are, kids of
I'm gonna watch both of those. I'm
really
glad
a
you
lot
said
of young
that.
mutants.
Do they
It's
have it
actually
on
really good.
Xbox? I mean, they
It
have
should
it
be on
Netflix?
demand. It should be on demand.
I think they got Legion on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if it's on.
I think I've seen
It should be on demand though.
Okay, yeah, I can just look at it on demand.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. I'm glad you told me that. I'll check them out, definitely.
So Legion is connected to the X-Men films. The Gifted is also connected to the X-Men films. Cloak and Dagger.
I think that starts today. Or tomorrow, I'm not sure.
Doesn't say here. This is the comic. And then there's another show I saw called. I think I saw it on Netflix too. I don't remember what it's called though.
And I still gotta watch the show that you told me was good, Lou. The one with the Skarsgård guy. Is that Mute?
Oh, I'm not sure. I saw Mew, but I don't think. I think
The one where the guy doesn't. He's not talking.
So Cloak and Dagger is
That's
part of
mute.
is set in the MCU.
Cloak and
Yeah.
Dagger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not like the old movies.
No, it's a comic book.
It says will premiere on June 7th, 2018.
On what? On
ABC, I think.
Did y'all ever watch
Never heard
Marvel
of it.
Agents of Shield?
I didn't really get into it.
I liked it.
It was okay, but it was kind of slow.
It's definitely slow. It takes time, but it's good.
Yeah.
So I like to watch it on Netflix.
I'm a binger,
Me too. That's why now that
so I don't
Netflix,
really. If it doesn't take off at a second episode, I'm off it. I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I like to binge now.
Like right now, I'm trying to find fucking Happy, bro. Like all the episodes, cause it's amazing.
Happy on FX. Is it FX?
No, Sci-Fi.
Sci-fi.
You can watch it on demand on Sci-Fi.
Watch Happy on Sci-Fi.
No,
It's
they
not
don't
there.
have it.
Do you want me to do voiceover like that? I can do all that stuff.
Sure.
I know I have a good voice for it.
You know what we should do one day?
Hi.
We should have Dwayne like just talking, and then we'll have her voice over, so Dwayne's voice would be a girl's voice.
That's a great idea, and we're not going to tell them anything.
Yeah.
It's our little secret.
Or we could do a voiceover that when he talks, we just have a cat like meowing. So every time he talks, like meow 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 meow. Hey Dwayne, what do you think? Meow,
And
meow.
speaking of speakers. All right, some sad news, guys. This is really depressing right here. Okay, here it goes. Rick and Morty season 4 is up in the air.
It's not been
Says
renewed.
Dan
Oh, no.
Harmon.
Yeah, I read about that.
What?
I think it's a
What?
ploy. I think it's a ploy.
Now they have been known to pull the old leg or two
Yeah.
for April Fools.
Third leg.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's what
They
his
pulled the
therapist said he
third
did.
leg.
Because it's so popular that I just can't see
Yeah.
them not reading.
No, that game.
Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous.
That
Yeah.
show,
It just
just like
sounds
no
so-
way that it.
Yeah, no way
We
they're not
spoke
gonna
about
renew
it last.
No, but you know what? One trend that I've noticed from Adult Swim that is really pissing me off is like their best shows, they'll just cancel them. Boondocks, bomb, canceled. Afro Samurai, bomb, canceled.
Yeah, but-
Like, notice that
And
those
you
are
know-
all black shows. though.
That's
Like,
exactly where I was
like
going to.
Boondocks, Afro.
Yeah.
I think they just don't want to pay more money. All these shows, once they take off, they
that's
want
the
more
thing.
money.
Especially if they
And
didn't have a contract for
they
more
don't
They
shows.
got
wanna do that.
loitering squad.
Loiter Squad.
Yeah, that shit got canceled, but it was a bunch of niggas too.
But let's
It's like Jackass version of niggas, like or the nigga version of Jackass.
but also I mean
Edit, please.
last,
We could call the whole episode "Edit, please."
it's done. It's done. Please. It's done. That's what the episode's called. But yeah, remember last season broke records, like
Yeah.
as
Hell
far
yeah.
as. So it's like, but it's
So
like
they
what
get
she's
to ask for
saying.
money.
If
Yeah.
they didn't sign a contract for X amount of seasons,
Now they can ask.
Now
for,
they can ask for whatever they want.
Yeah,
Bro, and if
and
they
it's up to Adult Swim to say whether they're going to
If
pay. It
they-
for it.
it's like Ryan Coogler when he did Down, when he can ask for a huge budget
Mhm.
now. It's
if
the
he
same thing.
if they
It's a
like
negotiating
cancel that
point.
show, I think people would riot, bro.
Yeah,
Like
they
I don't
probably
think
will.
they're going to cancel.
Well, they write
that
about
There will
about
be a riot over
McDonald's.
Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, they had a riot over.
shit. There was a
Szechuan.
show that was right.
That's my whole point.
2017.
like that show has brought other shows like business. That show has brought people fame that
Bro.
like Jan Michael Vincent. Give me a fucking break.
This January.
Jan Michael Vincent hasn't been on TV since fucking Grease.
Hey Rick, are we supposed to know who Jan Michael Vincent is?
No, bro.
I'm not sure who that is.
Bro,
I seen him in
this
bad movies.
show forced the hand of one of the world's largest corporations. Like, do you know what that means?
They made McDonald's shake
McDonald's.
that ass, bro.
They made McDonald's bring back a sauce.
They has been gone for like longer than I've been alive.
McDonald's Szechuan sauce. Available now.
No, it's not available now. What are you talking about?
They're gonna start some trouble.
You're gonna start some shit. Then because of this video, they're gonna fucking.
Why do I have an email from McDonald's?
Oh man.
So yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Like we said Was it last season where they pulled out the April Fools? They
Yeah.
just dropped the first
The
episode
first episode of April 1st.
of season
But
2.
I feel like they're not gonna drop an episode because they still have a year with some change to go for the next. You know, when they drop that episode, it's because the season was starting in a few months.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, no, remember it came out.
Like
It was dropped.
many
the
months
episode
after
was April 1st. The show didn't come back on air to like.
October.
Oh yeah, either
But
yeah,
it's
it was
still-
around there.
Yeah,
October.
but it's still a few months later. We're not gonna get an episode till mid 2019.
Yeah.
So mid
We'll see.
2019.
Well, I mean, according to this.
Yeah. So mid 2019 versus from April to October is
Listen, man.
difference.
I got ghetto dudes on Xbox to talk about Rick and Morty.
Hell yeah.
They had their
watched it.
basketball court like Rick and Morty. So
Bro, everybody.
everybody, so it's
'Cause
very,
the
it's
thing-
too. They're
the
not
thing-
gonna. If they leave, just think if that show goes, somebody else will pick it up.
But this is the thing though. That
Yeah.
show.
And they'll pay the money.
That show is so broad that it appeals to everybody. It will appeal to a nerd the same way it appeals to a fucking like a sports person, like
Jock nerd.
like a jock.
Yeah.
The same way it appeal to everybody. Just it touches everyone.
Touches
in a very
everyone's
specific
heart.
manner.
Because it
Like
relates,
your creepy
especially-
uncle.
Everybody can relate to
Yeah.
a certain
Especially
area.
the way.
That's exactly that show is like a creepy uncle. He always touches you in that special way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
He's
I'm loving it.
Another email from McDonald's.
McDonald's is gonna be on our ass.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
I'm not in this McDonald's.
Edit, please.
It's definitely not me.
I'm getting tomorrow morning. I'm getting a pissed off phone call from Ronald McDonald.
I don't even know if he's still a thing. I thought
thought he was
done
dead.
Deal. Yeah,
Didn't somebody
he
kill
was a
him?
done deal. McDonald's killed him.
Like Bill Cosby or something?
Nah, McDonald's
Wow.
killed him. High cholesterol.
What was that?
Deadpool 2 reportedly adding more Cable and Dominoes in reshoots.
I really want to see that movie now. Only reason
Well-
because of Domino. Because I like that girl. What's her
You
name?
were not talking about pizza?
Yeah, so who played Domino?
I'll tell you right now. It's the girl from Atlanta.
From
I'll tell you her
Atlanta.
name.
So I think we talked about it last podcast where we said, they had reshoots. And apparently then there was an article saying that, well, it wasn't that the reshoots it wasn't that the screening was negative. It was that people wanted to see more.
Oh, that's what the complaints were about.
Right.
Oh, I thought they were negative, but they weren't really. Well, it was kind of negative in a sense, but it really wasn't negative.
Well,
about
her
it.
name is Zazie Beetz.
Oh yeah, she plays.
Beetz.
She has like a curly hair.
Yeah.
Like
Zazie Beetz.
Yeah, she's mad cutie.
Your wife's sitting right here.
I know.
Oh, she is cute.
Deadpool 2 test screenings were received poorly by audience. That makes the reshoots making place in February. As insiders wondering if the last episode spinoff will be a stinker. But a new rumor posted by Collider Stevens Weintraub suggests that reshoots are being done to add more scenes with Josh Brolin's character and Zazie Beetz Domino
that. So people like
in
that.
response to the test screening, not because the movie required significant reshoots to salvage. Yeah.
I knew that movie. Honestly, that movie. The first one was good because it was what it was. It was just so edgy and new and different,
Raunchy.
raunchy as shit. So it played. But this one,
It's like every other sequel.
they're taking real serious Marvel characters such as Cable, and making like a funny movie. I don't feel like this just like
You don't think it's gonna work?
nah.
I'm interested to see if it's gonna work.
Because that's like getting Stone Cold Steve Austin and telling him to play Star-Lord. It's just not going to work. You know what I'm saying?
It might.
Might.
What? Honest? That's like giving Stone Cold Steve Austin a Cosmopolitan to drink. I don't think that's going to go over very easy.
Maybe he likes it.
No, he don't. He's Stone
Who
Cold
doesn't
fucking
like
Steve
a big
Austin.
drink?
He drinks beers.
Stone Cold! He
don't
calls
like
it
a big
sugary
drink.
shits.
The Fox film received as high as 98 in recent test screenings.
Oh yeah. This is Deadpool?
Yeah.
Good, man. I'm going to go watch it no matter what. So I like Ryan Reynolds.
It has been tested
I like Josh
3 times with the scores for the first 2 screenings coming in 91 and 97. The final test, which occurred in Dallas, tested 2 separate cuts simultaneously, which scored 98 and a 94. The 98 scoring cut is the version the team is using. So yeah, the first time it was when they were...
They wanted to see more of something.
How do
Right.
we get to be on those screen test panels?
Ew.
No idea.
Wouldn't that be good?
Zazie Beats just killed it for me
What happened?
because the bitch got hairy ass armpits.
Mm.
I just can't. I don't care if you got bushy coochie, bushy tushy. I don't give a fuck if you got one hair in your left nipple. Like, it does not matter.
That's really specific.
Yeah.
Edit.
But I cannot.
Edit, please.
I cannot
Jesus.
do.
Let me drink this beer.
Nah. Have you guys seen this show? Oh, what's that show? It's called. Oh, you guys have to watch Crash on HBO.
Crashing.
Oh, Crashing. It is
HBO.
hilarious. It's about
Pete Holmes.
Peter Holmes. Remember the guy that plays the Batman? He does the skits with the
Yeah, I
Batman
think
and
you
stuff
told
like
me
that.
about this. Yeah.
So now he has a show on HBO. That guy's hilarious. So the premise is he's a comedian. But he's a really good guy, wholesome. You know what I'm saying? Christian and stuff like that.
Not an atheist.
And the funny thing is that he's never had a job his whole life. His mom supported him till he got married. Then when he got married, his wife supported him. He didn't do nothing. All he did was try to be a comedian, and that's it. He didn't work or nothing. So then she started cheating on him with some guy, and he went and starts crashing on other comedians' couches, like actual comedian. Like,
Is this a Will Ferrell?
No, but it's super cool, super
It's
funny. Pete
super
Holmes.
hilarious.
The guy's
Pete
name is
Holmes.
Pete Holmes.
and there's a lot of real comedians there. Sarah
it's right.
Silverman is there.
I know.
And
American white people.
Yeah.
Dry, funny.
Yeah, dry humor.
And
I
the
like
thing
dry
is that
humor.
everybody's very raunchy. They curse, but he's very God loving, and he's very nice. So there's an episode where him and his girlfriend's a comedian as well. They start roasting each other. It's a roast, so they go roasting, and then he wins and she wins to the point where they gotta roast each other. Oh my God, that was so funny.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
she ripped him a new one.
But he won,
Well, she ripped it when you. What did you say?
Yeah.
Took us.
and you took us, put him. Some you
They'll
put him.
put him there.
Yeah. I love fucking that guy. That guy's hilarious.
Fucking that guy.
Do not edit.
Just shout out to Pete Holmes. I'm a big
Your
fan.
number one fans right here.
I love your interview with Chung Lee. Bro, that guy, he has his own YouTube channel, and he does skits and stuff like that. So he does this one that he's HR. He's an HR representative, and he has to do HR for the Street Fighter.
Edit.
Chun Li.
Oh my God! And, he does Chung Li, Ryu, Ken. Bro, it's hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
And then when he's
It's pretty
talking to
funny.
Chung Li, he's like, you cannot do the bird kick. He's like, oh no, it's a warrior fighter stance from my people and blah blah blah. She explains, how it's deeply rooted and has a badass fighting form. He goes, yeah, well, horny teenagers like when you flip upside down and spread your legs. It's like, what you should do is wear tight pants, but just paint a labia outside. Nah, oh my. Bro, that guy's hilarious.
And the bicycle kick. What is he when he's trying to? He tells him, "Oh, we need to get the transcript, the paper." He's like, "So what is it you're actually saying?"
Yeah, he goes, so when you, what are your moves? He goes, well, I throw a fireball. He goes, and what is it they say? He goes, I say Hadouken. He goes, okay, he has it, Hadouken. He goes, all right. And then when I do my rising dragon punch, I go Ryuken. And then he goes, what is
How
this
do you
here?
spell that?
Like when I do my attack, when I do my my spinning kick, I go Ratak Tak Ryuken. And he goes, what? Attack Tak Ryuken. Can you spell that for me? AT 3 apostrophe. He's like, do you even know what you're saying? He goes, no. He goes, you said that by mistake one time, didn't you? He goes, yeah. Bro, that guy's hilarious. I love Pete Holmes. he has another one where he's Xavier, and he's firing certain members
Are the X-Men?
of the X-Men. And he's like, Iceman, but what do you really do? What are your powers? He's like, oh, I can turn anything to ice. I can pull moisture from the air. And he goes, really? That's not really helpful for me. You know, we're fighting guys that do this. It's like, you look like the type of superhero that helps battle the heat. You know, I'll call you one day. One day we'll call you whenever my lemonade gets a little warm. You know, fucking hilarious. That he does one where he's with Jean Grey, and he's like, he's trying to fuck Jean Grey. So he's like sending, you know how she's telepathic and he's telepathic. So he's like sending her telepathy pictures, like, this is what I want to do to you. And then he's like sending her pictures of them fucking and doing shit. She's like, ew, get out of my head. She goes, and then she starts flirting back. She goes, I want to do this to you. And she like gives him visions of like gay guys. And like gay guys fucking and shit. He goes, what the fuck was that last one? He goes, I think it's called docking.
No way. For real?
I'm not sure what that means.
That's
There's
when
a
we
whole
have
episode.
No, it's okay.
There's
Don't
an
need to
episode
explain.
called
Yeah,
Docking.
Yeah.
we have an episode, and that's where I got the docking from, because I saw that episode and I had to come
You
share it
sent
to
it
you
to me.
guys. Yeah.
Moving on. Edit.
Stranger Things star scores massive pay raises for season 3.
Nice, they deserve it.
Yeah, they definitely deserve it.
The cast of the Emmy-nominated show have scored major pay raises following an intense renegotiation ahead of the sci-fi drama's 3rd season.
I don't know why it should have been intense. The show's a success, and they make it
Yeah.
that way. So, like,
Yeah.
what's the argument?
Yeah.
What
The
are you
show's
arguing
making
against?
money.
But you gotta
They're making
understand,
money.
at the end of the day,
Nobody
nobody wants to fork out more money.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they
I
can
get it,
keep
it's
you
business.
paying you peanuts as long as they can, they'll do it.
Yeah, but dude, with all this information out right now, they're not gonna be able to. They're
Oh, of
making a
course
lot of
not.
money, and
But-
people are probably getting peanuts. And you
Yeah,
can, and all
but
that's
that's the
probably,
thing though. They don't care because they want you to make peanuts. If they can have
The
a
less you
big
make, the
star,
more you make.
I get what you're
You know?
saying. I totally get it, but what I'm trying to say is that it's just like you can't really do that these days because all this information is out there now,
Yeah.
and they see what you're actually making.
Yeah.
So if they're making crumbs, they're gonna be able to look at it.
unless you're Trump, then you don't get to put out your income.
Sources say the new packs for the child actors are worth roughly 12 times their previous deals, and that the streaming giant is putting up as much as $350,000 an episode for each of the show's adult actors. Insiders say the deals closed last week as production on season 3 is scheduled to begin April 23rd. Netflix declined comment.
Look,
All I know is that if they don't deliver hardcore this season 3 like they did season 2, we won't have a Stranger Things anymore.
yeah, no, because I feel like it was
Netflix is
hard
quick
to raise.
cancel.
Yeah, I feel like it was hard to raise the bar from season 1,
Yeah.
and then season 2. I don't think season 2 was that great, but it wasn't that bad. But it was just enough to go just like 2 notches above the bar that they had already set.
Yeah.
There was sort of this. I like, you know, of course, I love Stranger Things. I like what happened and everything, but there's a couple of little discrepancies that I could pick apart and
Sure.
just ruin for everybody.
I still thought season 2 was actually good.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, it's
thought
not
it was
bad.
I
definitely
was super happy with it.
on par
but
with
I
season
feel like
1.
there are certain things that shouldn't be there that would have worked without.
Yeah.
and
I know,
stuff
me
like
too.
that.
Like
You
when
know?
they went to the city.
Yeah, and then the girl, the little new girl, redheaded girl with her retarded brother.
Oh yeah.
Like, what was the point of both of them?
I
You
think
know?
that's gonna tie into.
I think
that's
the-
gonna tie into the new one.
I think
Yeah.
the reason,
I
and
agree.
then
I think they already
when
know.
she went looking
They already know what they're doing with that.
Yeah.
for her sister, the little Indian girl.
Mhm.
You know, I felt like that whole episode was just a waste of time.
Yeah, I didn't.
That
I,
was.
didn't, I thought it was
But
a waste of time too.
Remember,
but
they needed
redhead-
filler. They needed filler.
Yeah,
but
they
remember, they didn't think it was gonna go past 1 season. They had to come
Yeah.
up with all this stuff.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they didn't think it was gonna go past 1.
No.
no.
They didn't.
Originally, no.
No way.
When they came up with the first one, no.
It was
Once
it was
they,
just a limited run.
once they,
Once they saw how,
Had the
how
success,
it
you know?
blew up,
Then
because
they-
I'm gonna be honest with you, that show, if the thing didn't look like it looked, I wouldn't have watched it. Because you know how like in Netflix, when you click on whatever you watch, it shows on top like a you know, like a picture
Preview.
of whatever you're gonna
A
watch.
preview.
So I saw in like it looked very 80s Stranger Things, the lights.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
looked 80s.
I'm like, damn, that looks like something that will fall back when there's this movie I used to watch called Whiz Kid. That was amazing. It's like back in the 80s about this kid that was a whiz playing video games. Anyway, So I'm like, oh shit, it was very reminiscent of that. So then when I looked up top that shows the picture, they look like the Goonies.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, this shit looks like a throwback ass movie, you know? Let me
Yeah.
put it on. So I put it on it automatically. I was like, nah, like this is really fucking good.
Yo, man, it's I told y'all before, it's very nostalgic for me. When I
Yeah.
saw those bikes in the driveway, every time I see those bikes in the driveway, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Cause that's like true. That's how you knew where everybody was by how many bikes were the bikes in the
Yeah.
driveway. Cause and then you didn't have any cell phones. Like Jay, it's time to come in and eat.
Yeah.
Your mom would go out and scream like that. Man, it was like
Yeah.
I loved it. And not only that, the story was good. It was like an 80s story.
Yeah.
80, which is actually when good shit was out. I thought
I think
Stranger
in the
Things was
80s, a
dope.
lot of good shit was
A
out.
lot of good stuff.
A
People were
lot of
creative.
good shit was out.
People were very creative.
Yeah. And then on top of that, exactly, they're so creative. Everything was original. Now,
Yeah.
everything's a remake.
Yeah,
Everything's a remake.
I agree.
And this is the thing, though. It's not even a remake of the good shit.
Yeah.
It's like the whack shit. It's like, oh, well, it was bad then. Let me see if I can remake it and make it better. Nah, you just remade it better.
Yeah. Like, if you're going to remake it, like, try to do it better. Or at least on par with
Yeah. And then-
Speaking of remakes, Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth are returning for Men in Black spinoff.
Stop.
I don't.
Right now.
It's a spinoff though, so I don't, it's not necessarily like a new Men in Black movie. But I
But still, like, how can you spin
How do
Men
you
in
spin
Black?
off Men in
I
Black?
have
And on
no
top of
idea.
that, for you to spin off Men in Black with Tessa and the other asshole,
So now it's
they've had to be in the previous one. And they're like, oh, yeah, Agent P and Agent...
That's what I was trying to figure out. How did they do that?
so it's probably.
I guess their chemistry on Thor works, so they probably
But
trying
is
to
it-
come
is
up
it-
with something new. 'Cause
What was Will Smith's character name
Who?
in Men in Black?
K-
Maybe it's his daughter.
K&J.
Jay.
so-
So maybe it's Jay's daughter.
He didn't have no kids.
Well, this was
That's
this,
why
this,
he-
this
You
is
don't
what-
know.
No,
Is
he got picked to be a Men in Black because he had no kids, no families, no nothing. He was just a cop with nothing. So nobody was going to miss him.
Maybe
There ain't no
he
maybe.
had a kid.
But he had
Tell
no
him
kid.
again.
If not,
Tell him maybe
he would
again.
not be
Do that
Men in
again.
Maybe
maybe.
he had a
Damn.
kid inside of the system.
According to the Hollywood Reporter, Thompson and Hemsworth will take on new characters created from the spin-off, meaning this won't be a hard reboot where they play new versions of Agent K and Agent J. Much of the movie is still a mystery, but the Hollywood Reporter is reporting that it will be more of an ensemble piece than the original series.
Really?
Early reports said that they were looking for an older man to fill out the trio. If they bring in Jeff Goldblum, oh my God, I will
would
watch
die.
anything.
Hey,
I will
guys.
watch anything that has Jeff Goldblum in
I
it.
stopped watching Just
What was
Goldblum
his-
when
what
I
was-
saw The Fly.
Damn,
I
that's
love
a
The
long
Fly. It's
time
my
ago.
favorite movie.
That movie was dope.
And let's not
Part
forget,
two.
So Woody said that movie was so fly?
let's
It
not
was.
forget the scene with Jeff Goldblum in the back of a Jeep with his button down, opened up, laid out in the
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Ooh. Is that what it sounds like?
I also bring yes.
Exactly
That
what
is,
you sound like.
I bring that up also
I know what I have to
because
deal with every day.
I bring that up also
Maybe.
because they just released a Funko Pop of that
Of what?
of Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park. Within,
Hold on, I gotta look that shit up.
Jeff Goldblum. I like how it sounds.
oh, that reminds me. Make sure you watch. I didn't send it to you. Team Daryl. Did you watch it?
No, what's
Team Daryl.
What's up?
It's the. Do you remember when was it Avengers? Whenever Civil War came out, they had.
yeah, you told me that this morning, right?
Yeah. When Civil War came out, they had a clip of, or a short of Thor living with some guy,
Yeah, I saw that.
but now they did it with the Grandmaster.
No, they did?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
I want that Funko Pop. I want that Funko Pop.
That is amazing. And then the other one is only $8. That's I'm impressed.
So yeah, it's called Team Daryl. It's on the Blu-ray bonus features.
Is that the one on HBO? Oh, that's Barry. There's a new show coming out on HBO. It's called Barry. It's kind of like, it looks kind of like Dexter.
I'm working on a
for
show
real?
that's called Barry and Fig. It's about two cops, one named Barry, one named Fig.
Oh, never mind.
I know one.
I was about to
cop
say
named
something that was gonna mess up the whole
That's where it came from.
podcast.
Moving on.
Moving on, Disney parks to add Marvel superhero themed land
Whack.
starring in 2020.
They already have that.
No,
Never mind. That's Disney.
we don't
I'm
have
talking about,
So-
Marvel rights.
I was thinking of
We're not getting that
Islands
here
of
in
Adventure.
Florida, so I don't care.
So because of goddamn Universal Studios
Goddamn
buying
universe.
the rights to Marvel Studios way before Disney bought any Marvel anything, Disney cannot have anything to do with Marvel east of the Mississippi.
No way.
Quite disappointed about that.
So these the
Why is that?
Oh my god, I
Rights.
want this phone call.
Because
Lawsuits,
rights.
contracts, money.
I think I have that one.
The Darkwing Duck one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So wait a minute. Even though Disney owns it now,
Right, because this happened. So remember, Islands of Adventure came out
Gizmo Duck.
like 20
20
years
years
ago?
ago.
Marvel just recently purchased it 10 years ago.
what is that
So
contract? Oh, they had signed a contract for how many years?
that's the
Who
the
knows?
question. Nobody knows. So Universal has the rights for attractions in Florida, basically. So Disney can't do any attractions with Marvel in it
In Florida?
in Florida.
Even though they own it.
East of the Mississippi.
That's like
Of the
I buy a car and I own it, but only you get to drive it.
MISSISSIPPI.
Can't drive that
That's how
car
it's
out of the
supposed
state.
So the parks that are getting this superhero theme land are Disneyland,
LA.
In LA.
In
California,
LA.
Yeah.
Disneyland in Paris,
Mm-hmm.
and Disneyland in Hong Kong. Sans Orlando.
So I got to figure out, like, maybe we need to look up when the contract.
I mean, that's all. They've never said it. But even, I mean, that's.
Seems like all that would be out of the window when someone else acquires it.
No, because that's already. If you already have one deal, you can't go back and retract that
Oh
deal.
yeah, just because someone owns it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that.
You have to wait for that contract to expire.
But that's the
I
problem.
mean, it's the same thing that happens with the movies with Fox.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
They
just-
still have the Fox contract, so they got to deal with it. That's why Deadpool's still coming out. And that Dark Phoenix. And all
You know
that.
what I think they should do? Now that Disney has got all the rest of the heroes, just reboot the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. me too.
Right after Infinity War, just reboot it. Because almost all your good actors that everybody's used to, their contracts right now. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I just feel bad for the new ones they just got here, like SpiderMan and shit like that. But I feel like they should reboot that shit now.
The
Then it's
Spider-Man,
fresh.
he's good. He should still be on the.
Why
You think his
isn't it
contract's
reboot
gonna be
that
out?
now?
I don't think they
Because-
should do it now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I like this new
it's too
Spider-Man.
soon.
Yeah, it's too soon.
No, it's not too
Way
soon.
too soon.
I think later on will be too
There
soon.
was too
Too
many
late.
back to back. Absolutely
I don't
not.
think you could never have too many back to back.
Back to back.
But I did miss Garfield as Spider-Man.
What? No, bro.
No way.
Get that guy. Get him out of here.
Tom
with
Holland's
them
way better
owls.
Spider-Man.
Hell no.
Tom
I like
Holland's
Tom
a way
Holland.
better Spider-Man.
Yes, agreed.
I don't know. I feel like that Tom Holland is too kiddie. He's not.
No, I
he's
kind
not
of miss
Spider-Man enough.
Tobey Maguire.
Meh.
Eh,
Meh.
I liked him.
He was good for the time he came out because that was the only thing we
first
got.
Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
But then, like, you
When
go back and watch
Garfield
it, it's
came
kind of
out.
cheesy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely a little
And then
cool.
when Garfield came out, he just.
Peter Parker
Killed it.
is a demure character.
I
think
don't
he
know.
did
I don't
well
know
with
what
that.
Being a Demi Moore character.
I'm not
means.
gonna lie.
Demure.
I'm gonna have to look that word up.
He's like shy and he's a little baby.
No, he's not shy.
Spider-Man?
He's not shy.
No, but Peter Parker is.
No, he's not either.
Absolutely is.
No, he's not.
He's a
Don't argue with me
nerd.
about this. He knows all the Spider-Man. He read the comics.
Dude.
You're gonna get in trouble.
Spider-Man is not shy, not even a little bit. He's just into tech. He's not shy.
He is
Not shy.
toned down.
He's
I
not
like.
so dumb.
I like.
He's just fucking
He's
smart
a
ass.
wallflower.
He's not a
Peter Parker
wallflower.
is a wallflower. I'm
No, he's
sorry.
not. He's a
Yes,
Mayflower.
He is,
The
and he
difference.
always will be.
Why? Because you said it?
Because I said so, yes.
Okay.
You forgot that I'm your wife?
A person never.
Hello.
The only thing she knows about Spider-Man that he's a spider and he's a man. That's all she knows. Nothing about Spider-Man.
Tom Holland, though, I think he did a good job. I watched Civil War last night, man. I'm like, that movie was really, really good.
I like Tom Holland.
Remember when I told you that Spider-Man, when the Winter Soldier punched Spider-Man and Spider-Man just called his fist and he said, "Oh man, cool, you got a metal arm, man." He's like talking while he's fighting. I'm like, Spider-Man is strong, man. Like,
Yeah.
that
Oh, hell
guy-
yeah. He's super strong.
Oh yeah, and I'm like, he doesn't know how strong he is. I was talking to Android about that today. Like he was handling both of them, no problem, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, like we were saying, basically,
He doesn't know his own power.
he doesn't know his own strength, or you don't see his real strength.
Listen, fuck the new Spider-Man.
Did you see when he was holding the what's the name when they fell?
Yeah.
And it started bending. That guy is no joke.
How come he couldn't hold the roof?
On the rules.
Yeah.
He said, "Enough of this. I'm tired of this. Underoos."
On the roofs. I don't know what was the point of that either. Like, what? He's so tired of it, so he's gonna call Spider-Man that got his ass whooped by fucking Captain America. So what's the fucking point?
I don't
No.
understand what.
No.
Okay, so when Iron
He
Man
wanted
was
to
talking,
get that shield from him. That's
he's
what
like, okay, I'm tired of it. On
Yeah,
the roofs, so like, okay, so you're gonna call Spider-Man because you're tired of it? Like that made no sense.
Yeah, he's tired of talking because they kept trying to
Tired
talk
of
it out.
tossing.
Yeah.
So what is bringing Spider-Man is gonna do what?
You know
'Cause
what?
He didn't
On the
do
roofs.
anything.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. Yeah,
He took his shield
he
from him.
gummed them up or whatever. But at the end of the day, he still got his shield back
Gummed
and
them
got
up.
it and got his ass whooped.
That's because
First of all, he wasn't supposed to do anything. Nobody was trying to kill anybody.
yeah.
We don't know
They were
that.
all-
We don't know
they
that.
were-
He wanted to try to talk him in to convince him to just turn.
Listen, bro.
themselves in.
If I'm talking to you and it escalates to a fight, I don't want you to be nothing no more. I want to kill you now. Like it's
They're
like me
friends.
telling you, Jay,
And
eat
that's
this.
why you're
Jay,
not a
eat that, and
superhero.
you don't want to eat that, and you want to get what's up then? Then fuck it. Then don't eat it. I'll make you eat it, and I just shove it down your throat.
Wow.
And that's a fight.
Okay.
That seems
We're
to be
learning-
your
well-
MO.
It is my
It
ammo.
is a Puerto Rican badger.
It is. I mean, what do you think? What are you gonna
Yeah,
expect?
the whole point is they were trying to.
What were you expecting? Diplomacy? I can't even pronounce that shit.
I was just about to say that.
Let the record show that he meant to say
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy,
The
nigga.
word is diplomacy.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes. Some plums. And they need some diplomacy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Listen, what y'all need to do is be quiet and just go to school. Get school right
Yeah,
now.
but that,
Hey
I
kids,
was watching that
don't
movie and it's
drop
great,
out of
man.
school.
Remember when they was he was like, he's like something. He goes, "Oh, that's cold." He said something like that's not warmer than a cell or something. He said something smart. Like you start listening to the dialogue of the movie, you start catching it. I'm like, oh, it was well written. And then the scene where he was like he watched him kill his mom, and he was like trying to talk to him, and he was just like. He just put his hand out. He's like, boom! He shot him in the chest. It was funny.
I remember in the theater watching that scene. It's just like the feeling you get in that scene is insane.
He just
Like
looked
your
at him,
heart
man.
just goes.
What are we talking about?
When he finds out his parents got killed in the Civil War. That the
When he watches the video of Winter Soldier beating his mom, or whatever. So that was one thing we were talking
No,
about
the part
today.
I like is when Iron Man's coming and you got Cap like this and Winter Soldier behind with the gun.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that shit's badass.
Yeah.
They ready to take
He
that
said,
nigga out.
lay your gun down. He said, what are you doing? It's a truce over here.
But one thing we were talking about is, you know, the whole Captain America arc. Like, if you watch Civil War recently and you don't understand why he makes the choices he makes, why what happens.
No, you gotta watch
back.
Iron Man 3. Iron
Well-
Man 3 will clarify all that shit.
No.
Because
If you go back and watch-
he's tripping out. He's
I'm
having
talking
PTSD. He's having.
I'm talking about Captain America.
Yeah.
His arc.
Oh, okay.
Like, you got to go back and
Sorry.
watch the first Avenger, not the first Avenger movie, the first
Captain America,
movie.
the first
Yeah.
Avenger.
Watch Winter Soldier, then watch Civil War, and it will all make sense when you watch them back to back.
Yeah.
because I think they did a really good job of telling his story. And it's crazy. I was just thinking about it today, actually. You know, Iron Man was the first Marvel MCU movie that came out, and I'm sure they didn't have planned for.
No, was it? You said that Captain America was the first?
No, he said
Iron Man.
Oh, bro, I'm tripping. I'm hearing fucked up shit.
No.
Before, when you said Captain America, I heard Iron Man.
Yeah.
Now you're saying Iron Man, I heard Captain America.
That you know, I find it crazy that they probably thought, okay, this is gonna be the standout character.
Yeah.
But in reality, or at least I feel like Captain America is probably the one that stands out the most.
Well, still, Iron Man is still up there because he's in every
definitely.
Yeah.
But I
You know,
bet they never
I like
thought.
Captain America.
I bet they never thought when they were like, okay, now we
Yeah.
gotta do Captain America.
He's
He's just a guy.
Yeah. They did.
He's just a guy who has, you know, who's been souped up. You know, fucking Iron Man has a fucking Iron Man suit. Like, he's fucking cool.
Yeah.
But
He's
then
a billionaire.
I'm sure he's a billionaire. He's fucking, you know, he's
Playboy
rich.
philanthropist.
He's Batman times
Playboy.
20.
Exactly.
Billionaire.
I'm sure, but they never thought, oh, we gotta do Captain America, obviously. But they never thought he
They
would
didn't think Captain America would take off like
take
that.
off like he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Captain America's
No,
dope.
the first Captain America movie I didn't really like.
I loved it.
But the second one,
Much better.
Winter
I
Soldier's
have to
no
agree.
joke.
By far.
Winter Soldier's
but
no
the first Captain America, honestly, it bored me.
joke. Not me. I loved it.
I just,
It's all right.
But it plants a lot of seeds that end
Yeah.
up what end up happening in Civil War.
and then have you heard the rumors that they're saying that Red Skull's not dead? He's coming back.
I have not heard those rumors.
But
I don't
people
even
were
know.
saying they killed him. He might still be around or whatever.
If you see how he died, he didn't die. He went into the Tesseract. So they're saying that he might have gotten transported somewhere else.
You never know.
You
I
never
would
know.
like that because I
'Cause-
thought the Red Skull was a good character.
Because they
Good
didn't kill him. They didn't kill him per se. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like bah, 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 or nothing. He's just like, oh.
Yeah. Kind of same thing with Hela.
Yeah.
You don't really see
Oh no,
him
Hela's
die.
not dead. Because at the end of it, they saw them go to get like trying to fight each other, and then they changed shots. So they didn't see like because Hela was like wah, wah, and stabbed that nigga a bunch of times, and he goes like this with the sword,
Yeah.
and they changed shots. So she could have ducked or whatever. But I feel like Hela's not dead. She has to represent death, and that's what Thanos is gonna go for.
Death?
Yeah, because in the comic books, Thanos is in love with actual death, the embodiment of death. So to please her, to like woo her, so she could love him, he tries to kill half of the universe.
But I thought Death was Deadpool's lover.
She is. That's why
It's very complicated.
Yeah, it's a love triangle because Death loves Deadpool because he can't die. He's just like her, and Thanos, you know what I'm saying, is
Loves.
pissed because she don't want to be with him. She wants to be with
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Yes, crazy love triangle.
Pretty hot. That's hot.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm ready for Infinity War.
Yeah, me too. But when is it coming out again?
April
27th.
26th.
I'm gonna try to watch it early.
And then that's another thing we were talking about. I think it was yesterday or today. That for me, even though Thanos is kind of blah, 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 I'm more excited for the characters coming together and they're like
me too.
the way they're gonna react to each other,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely pumped up.
their banter, if you were.
Because I looked at the way Black Panther was in Civil War, and I liked the way they had it looking,
Yeah.
the way he slid down the wall. You forget that Black Panther was like in Civil War like that, and you're like,
So
when
you
they were
like
talking
cats?
about Wakanda. But yeah, Civil War dope. I like the fight scenes. I like Frank Grillo.
Not to
I
be
like
confused
sangria,
with
too.
sangria.
Oh, I did confuse it with sangria.
Yeah, I like the fighting scenes, man. I always like the Captain America fighting scenes, man. The way he jumps out of the building, but the Winter Soldier's no joke.
The Winter Soldier is no joke.
That guy
Get
is
it?
like, I like it when he threw his bag out of the window, ran through, and he jumps out, and when he lands, he just picks up the bag, keeps running.
Yeah.
Or, I noticed this last night. There was a scene. He's running down the highway, and somebody's on a motorcycle. He knocks him off the motorcycle. He grabs the motorcycle
turns
and
it
jumps.
around.
I was like, oh, that shit was dope.
Yeah, it is. Why don't you try some of that, DC?
Yeah.
Like I said, I like the way they make everything look because it looks good. You know, looks real.
With that said, that is all the topics.
Oh,
Coffee.
Okay.
Interesting.
Copy.
So as always, please follow us on Spoon_Fools on IG. I will put it down here. Dwayne normally tells me where to put it,
Yeah.
I heard.
but since
Story
he's
of
not
his
here,
life.
Dwayne
we miss you,
D
Dwayne.
stands for dismissed
Dismissed.
because he's not here. Also, read Ready Player One. The book is amazing, and the movie's coming out next week, I believe. Thank you. Can you
Our
say the
lovely,
title?
Our lovely Puerto Rican Vanna White over here.
Vanna.
Can you
Vanna
read
Brown.
the title
Yeah.
while holding it and saying
Vanna Rico.
the author's name?
Ready Player One.
By Ernest Cline.
Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. Enchanting. Willy Wonka meets the Matrix. I said the waitress. wait.
Turn that W
Enchanting.
upside down.
Willy Wonka meets the Matrix, says USA Today. Fresh and imaginative. Entertainment Weekly. A geek fantasia.
That's the one I would go with.
Yeah.
Ridiculously fun. NPR.
In Puerto Rico?
Check us out on SoundCloud, Spoon Fools. Just look that up.
Is that
You
really?
can also, yeah.
Oh.
You can also find us now on Google Play
Google
Music.
Play.
Just add us. You can also search for us under Spoon Fools.
Spoonful.
Bastard.
I highly apologize for being out of touch.
No, what do you mean?
You don't really
Well,
know what
I don't know.
Edit. Edit, please.
And as always, please
Like,
Edit.
Share.
subscribe.
Subscribe. Did you
been
tell
there
them
the
about
whole
that one
time.
time?
Well,
Never
one
mind.
time.
Never mind. I'm just gonna assume that you didn't tell them about that one time. That one time.
You want me to tell them?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll stop recording.
Beep. Okay.
No.
Go ahead and talk.
Recording off.
Recording just stopped. Go ahead and say whatever you want. Nothing recorded here. I'll start it up when you all are.
That red light means it's off.
Yeah. Green means go.